Now, I'm going to be talking about ideologies and how they shape our world and in some ways shape our minds and shape our entire relations. And ideologies are everywhere, even if we don't recognize them as such. Some ideologies, like communism, announce themselves. They say, this is communism, and this is what it's like, and this is what we intend to do. Some ideologies, like capitalism, develop gradually as means of justifying existing economic or political power structures. Some, like consumerism, aren't really identified as ideologies by almost anyone. And some, like neoliberalism, actively deny their own existence. Now, an ideology is a system of thought which structures the way that we see the world. A successful ideology is one that tells you there's no other way of seeing the world. And a really successful ideology is one that persuades almost everyone that there's no other way of seeing the world. And tonight I'm going to talk about three really successful ideologies: capitalism, consumerism, and neoliberalism. You could see capitalism as the father, consumerism as the son, and of course, neoliberalism has to be the unholy ghost because that's the one which isn't supposed to exist. The sensible level of maximum consumption is about 50 billion tons of material per year. We're currently using 80 billion tons. If we carry on as we are with business as usual, by 2050, we'll be using 180 billion tons. You basically become a political leader if you have sufficient celebrity, sufficient name recognition, and that tends, so it seems, to trump almost everything else. And neoliberalism is basically a system of thought which says the legitimate sphere for social change is not politics, but is this thing we call the market. And they're always quite careful not to define the market too closely. Because what they're really doing is transferring power from the democratic sphere towards the oligarchic sphere. Because the market basically means money, and in the market, those with the most money have the most votes.